take it, Coach, if you want to.
And welcome back for the second game of this district doubleheader here from Roswell High School, where your Lady Coyotes are taking on the Carlsbad Cave Girls, number 3 ranked in the state of New Mexico. In 5A at least. We think they're ranked 3rd or 4th in the state as well. And after a 9-1 victory for the Cave Girls in game 1, we are looking at coming back and getting the split. We're going to start off with Victoria Sandoval in the circle to start things off. And wow, that was loud. And we're going to start off with a foul ball to the leadoff hitter, and that is, get that for you, that is Emma Sanders, who came in off the bench in game 1. She's going to start game 2. Coach, you ready?
Yeah, getting close there, So here we go. There's a pop-up now on the second pitch, and looks like Grajeda will get the ball this time to Sanders, so it's going to be F2-4 for the first out. And I'm just still trying to get positions there, so maybe if you can help me out there, Coach, with Sanders. She is actually playing what position, you know?
I do know Sanders is going to be playing left field today.
And what about Martinez? You just give me the numbers, and we'll go down that way.
She's going to DH.
Okay.
Number 9 is center field. Number 23 is playing first.
Okay.
22 is playing third. Number 5 is playing short. Schoolcraft number 11 is the pitcher. Witzel number 3 is the catcher. Loera number 7 is the right fielder, and Nahar number 4 is the flex. As we get a comebacker, easy money for Tori Sandoval.
So it looks like 1 or 3. And Coach, if you can do me one more other favor, can you tell me numbers? Just go down Sanders real quick if you can.
1 second, let me get this ground
I
out.
apologize.
You're good. Just want to stay up to date so I don't get it messed up again.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm sorry. What do you need now?
Just jersey numbers starting with Sanders.
8,
8, go for it.
13,
13,
9,
9,
23,
23,
22,
22,
5,
5,
11,
11,
3,
3,
7,
7,
and 4.
and 4. And so now Monroe gets on E6 already, first there of the ball game. And so now it's going to bring up Torres. And I'll get first names here in a minute.
That is Mariah Torres,
yeah,
sophomore.
good pitch by Victoria Sandoval there, so it goes 0-1. And Sanders is what, Coach?
Sanders is the left fielder?
Yeah, left fielder, okay.
Yeah.
So Sanders is the left fielder, and now it's going to bring up Torres once again. So 0-1 is a count, and here comes Sandoval as she delivers. And that's going to be a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And we have a runner at first base, and I'll get my stuff together here in just a moment. As it's real hard, Coach, when you go in between innings, and I mean,
Yeah,
as the lineups come, it's fast.
Yeah, you got to get it all in fast, and we want to have up-to-date, accurate information for you. So we apologize for.
So there's a pop-up now, and that's going to be to Sandoval, and Sandoval gets it's going to be F2-1. And I'm going to turn this over to Coach McDonald real quick as he'll go over some of the statistics in this first half of the inning.
Well, Carlsbad got no runs, no hits, 1 error. That didn't hurt the Lady Coyotes at all. Only 10 pitches for Sandoval, and that's the kind of defensive inning that they're going to have in order to beat this really good Carlsbad team. Roswell will use the same lineup, I believe, or at least the same batting order as they had in game 1. So that means that Espinoza will lead things off, followed by Grajeda and Morales. And hopefully they can get out to a lead this time and not be having to play from behind. And who did I say was the second baseman, Coach, for Carlsbad?
Second baseman for Carlsbad, I think it's going to be Nahar, Coach, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm sorry, Witzel. Oh, no, second base?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be Nahar. That's where I'm going to put the
The flex.
the flex, yeah.
Gotcha.
So Witzel's
That
gonna
makes
catch.
sense. All right, so we're ready now, and as you said, it's going to be Schoolcraft in the circle for game 2, and as Coach was telling us there in game 1, she can sling it a little bit. Throws in the high 60s, you said?
They're saying 60. My understanding, it's anywhere from 62 to 67.
and
So-
able to get some rise on the ball and a different kind of speed than we saw from the first game starter. So
Yeah.
we'll see what kind of offensive adjustments these Lady Coyotes can make. It's all about adjustments, and if they can, looking for Espinosa to maybe try to bunt our way on here. What do you think?
I would absolutely agree with that, Coach, and you're exactly right. Let's just, you can see she's going to be in the back of the box, and let's just concentrate on her back and see what she does. What kind of a bunt? If she's going to slap bunt or bunt for power. And here's the first pitch for Schoolcraft for the Carlsbad Cave Girls, and it's going to be outside, and miscommunication between Shoecraft and I believe that's going to be Witzel, and it is. 0-1 is a count. And the Roswell Coyotes, hey, new ball game here. Let's see what we can get done. And first game's expired, so let's see what we can do in this first half, Coach, in this first inning.
All right, brand new ball game. And
So now we have Schoolcraft getting some direction now from her catcher, Aislinn Winsel. And that's going to be ball number 2.
lets out a grunt as she lets that one go.
Yeah, so. And here's a 2-0 the count now to Espinosa. And now here comes Shoecraft once again. Shoecraft delivers, and that's going to be, that was outside the river there, Coach. And I thought that was going to be a ball, but it's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike now.
Well, she shouldn't have offered at that one. That was going to be ball 3, I believe, but she does get the bat on it just a little bit. Now we're at 2-1. I was about to ask you if she gets way ahead in the count, does the strategy change for getting on base?
Well, and yes, it kind of does, Coach. I mean, if you're going to 3-0 and that pitcher's struggling, back again is what I would have been doing is you take till you get that strike, and that's exactly what she's done. Now she's caught herself in a little bit of a hole with that 3rd pitch. And I say a little bit of a hole, and TJ's a good enough athlete to make that adjustment with the 2 balls, 2 strikes. And let's see what Schoolcraft's going to do now. So I would anticipate that she will try to throw something, maybe a screwball away. And that's exactly what she does.
Good at bat for Espinosa so far.
Yeah, of course. All right, Coach. I think I'm a little bit organized now with positions, thanks to Coach McDonald and Coach Franco here. He these guys are awesome. It's writing these lineups down quickly it kind of hurts sometimes. So, Schoolcraft pitches, delivers, and Espinosa will get on. And I'm going to see what the official scorekeeper calls that. Is that going to be an error or is that going to be a hit? I think, and me personally, I think I'm going to call it a hit because that's what Coyotes do. We're gonna get on, and we're going to get Espinosa on the hit. And it's a little hometown, and call it a comeback, and that's exactly what I said. And you know what? It is what it is. No. It's going to be a base hit for Espinosa, and good job. And let's see if Grajeda will get the bunt over here. I mean,
Foul back.
Fell back, but I'm
Anticipating a little there, Coach?
I am anticipating, Coach. I was anticipating a bunt, and it was a swing away. We're early part of the game. 0s is the score. And that, okay.
And now Grajeda's in a hole 0-2 after swinging at the second offering from Schoolcraft. So, gotta go to work now, young lady.
That's correct, and let's see what Grajeda does here against Schoolcraft. As Espinosa gets on first base, and Schoolcraft delivers, and now that ball is going to be hit to the left side. Runners don't advance, and almost doubles them up.
Not sure what Talissa was thinking there, but
well, you go, and that right there, Coach, you go as far as the ball allows you to go. So it was kind of shallow, so you maybe a step lead, but if it's deep, you go as far as the ball allows you to go in the location of the hit, of the contact. But now here brings up Morales. Morales, the freshman, hit it from the right side, swings on the curveball. It's going to be 0-1. And we might have to get the lights on here momentarily. They might forget about that.
clouds kind of rolled into the west there.
Yeah, they did. So here we go, Morales. Swing and a miss, and it's going to be strike number 2 for no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And again, Coach, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just trying to strategize again too. But I probably would have bunted to the sacrifice to advance, and then you hit that situational hitting going to the right side, and then you have your number 4 hitter in. And now, what you have is 2 outs now.
On the strikeout by Morales, 3 straight pitches. And that'll bring up Tori Sandoval. Try to do something with that runner who's been stranded at first since the first batter of the inning.
My dad, I'm not sure if he does or not. We'll have to do it. Victoria Sandoval draws the ball. She goes 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs, and Espinosa is on first base. Sandoval facing Schoolcraft. Sandoval draws ball number 2, so 2 balls, no strikes. And one thing with Tori there, I mean, she's a tall kid, so she has a bigger stance there. They're going to try to throw her outside, but actually that's her pitch. So good luck, 3 balls, no strikes. I am going to anticipate, the word anticipate, that she will be taking.
Taking all the way here. Will she show bunt, pull away, or is she just taking?
It's just right here. And she is going to take ball number 4, and that's 4 consecutive for Schoolcraft, as now we have runners at first and second. So now nobody hurt with the Sandoval walk, and now brings up Gonzalez, the number 5 hole hitter. So Victoria Sandoval at first, TJ Espinosa at second base, and now Gonzalez batting 5 hole, the third baseman, will and can hit it out of the park. And it's just about being this timely hitting, Coach.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you, this is probably, as far as power hitters, this is probably it for the team. I mean, or the best one for the team, wouldn't you say?
Well, she definitely has power, and that's a good point. That oh, hey, right there, that's catcher interference, I thought, but hey, okay, they're down there, I'm up here, and I'll just be quiet on that one.
Winds up being a 5.
5 to 3.
No, not to 3. She is tagged.
Oh, 5 unassisted?
5 unassisted.
Okay,
so.
good to know.
So, Roswell Lady Coyotes get no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 18 pitches as we head to the top of the second inning. And Carlsbad will be bringing up Aragon.
Johnny Aragon and Gabby Aragon.
And Schoolcraft.
I mean, Gabby. That was another one I coached. It's Grace. Grace Aragon. So, well, Coach, it's 0-0 here in the top of the second inning as the Lady Coyotes take the field once again. The lights are now on. And, Coach, it's just about trying to put things together. You have to put seven innings together, and it's not that these Lady Coyotes can't do it. It's just they just need to come together as a team, and that's, it's been quite interesting, Coach. It's just you had the COVID year, and you had to put everything together a little bit,
Right, and such a tough assignment for a first-year coach to come in here with all the challenges of being a first-year head coach, and then you throw COVID in the mix, and it's hats off to Coach, Roswell High coach, and her name is blanking me. Only Rebecca Marujo. I've only known her since she was like 8. Hats off to her. This is as trial by fire as you get for a first-year head coach. But doing a good job, and you see these girls and what they are and what they could be, and I'm excited for this team.
Absolutely, Coach, and you're exactly right. So we'll just see what happens here in this second inning as I have the number, 5 hole? It's going to be Jonna Aragon coming up to bat, and we got to be careful. She is a threat. She will hit the ball as far as she possibly can and has that potential. So we're going to have to throw that ball away, throw the curveballs if we can. I'll move the shortstop up the middle a bit more.
And a line drive right over the shortstop's head.
And so a stand-up double for Aragon.
Yeah, right on cue, Coach.
I've coached against these kids quite a long time, Coach. And now it's going to bring up Grace Aragon. I don't anticipate the bunt, but that's a very, it's a possibility here to advance the runner to third base, and she will hit the ball to the right side if possible. So here we go. Looks like the defense is shifted over to the left side for a pull, but Sandoval will throw the changeup, goes 1-1.
Took a big cut at the first offering, but wouldn't chase that one.
Absolutely. So here we go again now. Sandoval delivers, and that's going to be up away for ball number 2. And then let's see here, Jessica. And just misses on the outside on the curveball. It's going to be 3 balls, 1 strike. And now here's Sandoval. She delivers, and that's going to be up and away. It's going to be ball number 4. So Aragon draws a walk. Now it's going to bring up Schoolcraft. Haven Schoolcraft.
And as a pitcher, nothing you like better than being able to come up to the plate, runner in scoring position, and help your own cause.
And there's strike number 1 for Schoolcraft. The pitcher, I was going to say projected, but she is actually pitching. We got to be careful as she has a hot stick. No outs thus far. And nice pitch by Sandoval, and now Schoolcraft goes 0-2 as that one's fouled back. And I'm trying to find Nahar's first name. Did you have Nahar's first name by any chance?
No, because it's not in Power School. Not Power School. It's not in. You know what I'm trying to say.
Hey, Coach, you said Power
Max
School, and I
Preps.
knew what you meant. I meant to say Natalie. It's Natalie. That's what I thought.
All right.
Okay, so we're back on business now as Schoolcraft is 0-2 now, and Sandoval is the pitcher, and she delivers, and that's going to be up and away. Up and in. It's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes to Haven Schoolcraft. Going to have to make a little adjustment here. And there's the possibility of a double play ball. So it goes 6-5 for the first out, Coach. So shortstop at third base. And you got the lead runner, but potentially I think maybe we could have possibly rolled it maybe, but I'll see what Coach Santos says about that one.
Well, I mean,
it was the right play.
Obviously, you want to get the lead runner, and you definitely want to get an out in that situation. So
yeah, no, absolutely. Those are hard. That takes some time to learn and learn the backhand and the back step and the drop step and everything else. But now it brings up Aislinn Witzel.
Off speed, misses up high. Yes.
Yeah, off speed misses upstairs, and now here comes Sandoval to Witzel. So we can go two balls, no strikes. And now here comes Sandoval. Strike number 1, inside corner. So 2 balls, 1 strike now with the runner at second base, runner at first and second base. And there's a pop-up again, and that one's going to be to the shortstop, and that's going to be an infield fly rule. And so now that's going to bring up Madison Loera.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered there, Coach, because that's 2 gone now, and you can strand some runners here all kinds of ways.
Mm-hmm. Well, here, Coach, we have a little bit of speed with Loera, so right now we have 2 outs. And that defensively, we have runners at second and third base now. So now your corners are actually playing even, which is okay, but you have speed. I would play a little bit up front now. Let's see if Sandoval can get out of this inning here.
Runners advance on the wild pitch there.
And good job there. It's Loetta swings, and it's going to be just foul to Leah Sanchez there. So the ball, excuse me, it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs now. Maybe need to try a little bit of a screwball action here, possibly. And there's the screwball, but it's going to be, is it 2 balls, 1 strike? I thought it maybe had been 3, but nope. That's okay.
2-1.
2-1, okay. Well, the gist of it is you have the number 8-hole hitter, which is still can hit, but you have a base open, so you got to be careful when you pitch. And there's another foul ball, which is going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and so now that brings out a called anti-deuces, Coach. You know what that is, right?
2, 2, and 2.
2, 2, and 2, and we're going to go this with the hat, but here, let's see what Sandoval does here. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if there's a changeup, and there is.
Get there.
Oh. So it's going to be foul ball. Good effort by Espinosa there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And there's little Tiger down there. And there's Sandoval, and that pitch is going to be outside. And that's going to be fouled off once again. So we have a battle at the plate, a battle in the circle. So let's see who can win this battle here.
Hey, you got it low, you got it right here, Ken, nose on it.
Sandoval delivers, and nice pitch, and now it's going to be 4-3, and good job by Grajeda. And now it's going to be the 3rd out, so it's going to be 4-3 for the 3rd out. No score in the second. 0-0 is a score. Now it's going to bring up the Roswell Lady Coyotes, but Coach McDonald.
Yeah, Carlsbad gets no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 21 pitches. And once again, the Lady Coyotes strand runners on much improved defense from game 1. Roswell will bring up Izzy Aragon, Jasmine Lucero, and Leah Sanchez to start or finish up here the 2nd inning. We are in a scoreless game after 1.5, as my stuff just flew out the window. And some good Samaritans are going to pick that up for me and bring it back up. Had the breeze coming through the door and out the window. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. So, yeah, stuff flying out the window.
Oh, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, we're here at the Roswell High School softball field, and the wind's kind of picked up a little bit, Coach. Wind's kind of going north to northwest, probably 15 miles an hour.
It's actually going from the door out the window and took half my paperwork with it. But
yeah, I get it, Coach. It's something else here. So now
feels good, though.
It really does. It's really nice. And tomorrow at this time, Coach, you might be wiping your tears.
I might be.
And that's okay. And there's going to be strike number 1 for Aragon as she's leading off in the 2nd inning here, bottom half of the 2nd inning. Schoolcraft pitching for the K-Girls this game. And that one's going to be in the dirt for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs now. You know what? I haven't even talked about the defense for Carlsbad yet, Coach, but I'll be happy to do that here in just a minute. Now this is going to be strike number 2 for Aragon. But in the outfield for Carlsbad, left field is going to be Sanders. Jessica Monroe is going to be playing center field, and Madison Loetta will be in right field. And for, there's a base hit from Aragon as she advances to first base on a nice shot. So it's going to be a single for Aragon. John Aragon will be playing third base. Grace Aragon will play in shortstop. And then Natalie Nahar will play second base. Torres will be playing first base. And the battery for the Carlsbad Cave Girls is going to be Schoolcraft and Witzel. So Aislinn Witzel's catching, and Haven Schoolcraft is the pitcher. And the batter for the Roswell Lady Coyotes now is going to be Lucero.
And she's taking a strike on the first pitch. Looking to advance that runner at least here with no outs, bottom 2.
Lucero, a youngster as well, swings and a miss for strike number 2. I would try to consider that, not with 2 strikes, but I would have probably tried to maybe sacrifice and get her over, especially young. And again, this is going to be maybe down.
Yeah, it's going to be an out, though.
But it's still going to be a force out.
Yeah, that's tough. Coach, would you score that a fielder's choice? Would you score that a hit? What do you score?
Well,
that?
you call it a hit and a fielder's choice, Coach. I mean, well, and that's how I would kind of rule it, because it did drop, hit the ground first. So I'm going to give her a hit. But then, since it dropped, you have that. It's actually a 6 to. You want to call that, Coach, as a hit, and we'll just go ahead and call it 8 to 6 for the force out.
Yeah, out on last play.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
So we'll go. So you had a base hit, and we go 8 to 6 for 1. Schoolcraft, the pitcher for Cave Girls, facing Leah Sanchez. Sanchez batting from the left side, swings and a miss.
So the Coyotes getting down early in the count, but hasn't hurt them yet in this inning.
No, sir, not yet. And, you know, Coach, here's the thing, too, you might consider. I mean, Leah does have some power, but she hasn't hit a ball yet. And so, I mean, I probably would have tried to even sacrifice her to get that over, with the possibility of maybe getting the youngster maybe a base hit, and maybe even some, you know, advancing the runner to third base and maybe even scoring.
Right. It's going to bring up Tarin. 2 down now with the runner at first.
Yeah, Tarin, she's the youngster. She does have the ability to hit it out.
Well, she hit this one out, but
and foul
wrong
territory.
direction. Yeah, just an 8th grader.
Yeah.
Obviously part of the bright future of this program with her and Lucero
And Lucero, just a
Morales. I mean, that's
Lucero's
Lucero's a sophomore.
Yep.
Morales a freshman. And you get another foul ball out of play.
So we had 2 seniors graduating tomorrow, as we mentioned earlier, in Izzy Aragon and Raquel Gonzalez. And then we have 4 or 5 juniors.
5 juniors.
Okay.
Espinosa, Grajeda, Sanchez, Banda, and Tori Sandoval.
So a good nucleus coming back.
Oh yeah, good group of seniors coming back for next year. Should have, you know, that combination you want as a coach: experience, leadership.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, roll 5 seniors out there, along with a junior and a sophomore and a freshman, plus anyone else coming. You know.
So yeah, that's a good combo right there. That's a good nucleus. And actually, Tarin's really having a good AB right here with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. She's actually taking on Schoolcraft, the pitcher for the Carlsbad Cave Girls. And Haven Schoolcraft throws. It's hard. I don't have a radar to find out what's actually transpiring down there. It's hard to. I'm going based on word of mouth and, you know, based on some scouting reports from last coaches. So as I mentioned earlier, anywhere from 62 to 67, but I can't
Well, it's
I
fast.
can't judge it from here.
I'll tell you, it's fast.
Yeah.
I can judge it that far.
Yes, sir.
And like you said, a real good at bat from the 8th grader here.
Oh, that's going to be okay. So there was not a glove on there.
No, but that's an error.
But they're going to call it an error.
You know, I think you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, between the legs, there's got to be an error.
So we'll call that E6, and that error is going to be on Aragon, Grace Aragon. And now I believe it's going to be Espinosa. She might try from the right side now. But coach, this is what I'm talking about here. We go with you get a runner on first base with no outs when you're playing Carlsbad. You need to go ahead and try to sacrifice that, and look what happens right here. You get a pop-up or another sac fly, you advance over here, you get that ball, it's an error, you score, you're on top. It's something that really it's a learning curve, and I get it. I'm venting a little bit, and that's okay, but that's also part of our job too, coach.
Right. So Espinosa will bat from the
she's going left side again.
From the left side.
Okay.
With 2 gone here.
Shoecraft. Oh, there, see?
Didn't
here we
make
go.
The tag.
That's going to be.
Was she too late to make the tag there?
Well,
Coach?
no, it was just a really heads-up play by, I believe that was going to be by Tarin there. And you're going to call that a base hit, Coach? Absolutely. So now you have bases loaded for the Roswell Lady Coyotes, and now you have the number 2 hitter in Yaya Grajeda. And I'm going to quit dwelling on that, but again, if we play the odds and get that sacrifice bunt over, Coyotes could have the lead.
Well, a great opportunity to take that lead anyway here with Grajeda.
Man, I'm seeing a lot of former Roswell Lady Coyotes that play for me in there. I see Aaliyah Hunter. She's playing college ball as well. She's down there. So here comes Schoolcraft, 0-2 now to Grajeda. Let's see if she can modify the hit. And no, it's going to be swing and a miss for strike number 3. And now we have 3 runners stranded, but score is 0-0 after 2. And Coach McDonald.
The Roswell Lady Coyotes get no runs, 3 hits, 1 error on 21 pitches. Unusual to see a 3-hit inning and no runs come across. Carlsbad will bring up Nahar, Sanders, and Martinez in the top of the 3rd. And we better give a shout out to Maupin and Brown Dentistry while we have a minute here. Are you missing a tooth or several teeth? Well, a dental implant from Maupin and Brown Dentistry may be exactly what you need. As one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, you can put your Brown's team. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you'll probably forget that you even have them. You'll be surprised at how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown Dentistry, your choice for state-of-the-art dentistry. And of course, Maupin and Brown Dentistry is a proud supporter of RHS, GHS, and AHS Sports. We got to even give the shout out for AHS Sports when we talk about Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Coach, because of the old quarterback Maupin, who is also a fine dentist.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And an update for the JV game. I'm not sure the inning. I would anticipate again that it's the 2nd or 3rd inning, but the score over there is 11-0. The Cave Girls, the JV Cave Girls, are leading the Roswell Lady Coyotes now. They did win the first game 5-3 is what I thought I heard.
Coach, I was going to ask because I didn't know, and this came up in a game I was doing earlier in the year. Are there run rules in effect in district play in softball?
Yes, sir, they are.
Okay.
So it's actually 10 after 5.
Okay.
And so that's the way it is. In tournament play, you can actually go 15 after 3. But when you're coming in district play and state play, you actually have 10 after 5. Unless in state play this year, COVID year, I don't know if there's going to be something different. But I would anticipate, again, that's still going to be the same rule.
So we could have a shortened JV game over on the other field there.
Well, I can tell you right now, who's hitting right here, Coach? This is
Nahar.
Nahar, okay. So Natalie Nahar.
Oh.
Faith Aragon?
Faith Aragon.
She's the 9 hole.
So they're not batting a 10th?
Oh, okay. So this is Faith Aragon.
They're not batting 10th?
The flex.
Okay.
Okay, so our mistake here.
All right, so it's Aragon the batter. Our apologies, and it's 2-0 to Aragon. And there's a called strike for a 2-1 count to Faith Aragon. We probably just need to say Faith or Grace or
Yeah, Faith.
Gianna.
Yeah, I had the flex and the DP coach, so.
And that's going to be ball 4.
No cover.
And that will put Aragon on first.
Hey, let's go, Hannah.
Yeah, so it's not Natalie's just the flex, so that's right. Okay, so Hannah Martinez is on. She grounded out to the pitcher last time, 1-3, but now here comes Martinez now with the bunt. And there's the wheel, and there you go.
And there she goes to third. There is a throw, but
Hey, way to hustle, Faith. Hey, Hannah, way to do your job, girl.
so Hannah Martinez with the successful sacrifice. And
Okay.
the runner Aragon will advance to third.
So you have Monroe now batting up, and she had an E6 last time. The infield really needs to get up to cut the runoff. So you got a do-or-die situation,
Trouble.
and there's the runner. And she's going to be at plate.
I have her.
And that's a heck of a play right there.
Hey,
So the pop fly. And who was that? Grajeda?
So it was Grajeda, and so actually the hitter. So that was actually hitting with there. Was that Monroe, coach, or it was Monroe that hit that? Goes F to 4. F to 4 for the second out, and then Martinez goes from 4 to 2 for the third out. Sorry, coach.
That's fine. And then so Carlsbad gets no runs, no hits, no errors on just 7 pitches. So efficient work from Sandoval in that one as they get the double play to end the inning. Roswell will bring up Saraí Morales, Victoria Sandoval, Rocky Gonzalez here for the middle of the third, or the bottom of the third. The 0 isn't up there yet. So Lady Coyotes winning it, well, not winning it, but successful with their defense so far. Now they just need to get the bats going. We're in a scoreless game here as we head to the bottom of the third inning. And the Lady Coyotes with a chance to take the lead here if they can get the sticks moving. They are going to have,
Saraí Morales.
yeah, the 3, 4, and 5 hole up. That's not bad to have up in the 0-0 game, bottom 3.
Had a final score 16-0 in the JV contest.
Woo.
And that, so what I was going to tell you, Coach, is, and it's going to be up to the coaches, the discretion of the coaches, and then we came up as a district with Coach Cooper and everybody else that JV contest will be at least 1 hour and 45, anywhere from an hour 30 to 1 hour 45 minutes due to the Mercy rules and darkness and stuff like that.
Oh,
So,
I said
yeah.
it. Yeah, because there are no lights on the JV
That's
field.
correct, yes, sir.
So quickly down 0-2 is Morales. She'll have to battle up there now.
And here comes Schoolcraft. It's going to go 5-3 this time. So good job by Aragon. So 5-3 for the first out. Brings up number 13, Cheyenne Sandoval.
I don't think it does. I think that's Tori Sandoval.
I mean Victoria Sandoval. Sorry.
I mean, unless she went in and put her uniform on, she is.
Yeah.
She is here at the stadium.
Yeah. So stand corrected. Probably
Couldn't
sounds
let
like
that
probably-
one go.
Yeah.
Last year I must have done it 10 times doing these games.
So Victoria Sandoval will be up to bat, and see if they throw her outside, get the hands through, quick load. Have to drive to the outside. So it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike now to Sandoval. That's why I just like the last names, because you just never know.
There you go. Just say Sandoval, and if it's Carlsbad, just say Aragon,
Yeah.
and you're probably right.
So it brings up 2 balls, 1 strike to Tori Sandoval. And she can hit it out of the park. And there's going to be a foul ball out of play to the right side, so it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, squeeze, kid, squeeze. You got it.
So yeah, there's 2 balls, 2 strikes, and I would also anticipate again that they might throw it outside. I don't have to change that. And it looks like they got her on the rise this time, so it's going to be a strikeout for Sandoval.
And 2 down here, bottom 3. We're going to bring up Rocky Gonzalez.
Here comes, who's this, Coach? Rocky, huh?
Rocky. As Cousin Eddie would say, this here is Rocky.
Yes, sir. And 0-0 is a score here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning with 2 outs. Schoolcraft is the pitcher for the Cave Girls. There's the old Cave Girl jerseys, the old ones.
As the JV comes up to watch the rest of this one.
And they just missed it, and it looks like the left fielder, and that's going to be Aragon, is going to make that 3rd attempt now. Sanders, excuse me. So it's going to be F7 to Gonzalez for the 3rd out.
And nice play by Sanders out there in left. And at the end of 3, Roswell Lady Coyotes get no runs, no hits, no errors on 11 pitches from Schoolcraft. Carlsbad will bring up Torres, Jana Aragon, and Grace Aragon in the top of the 4th.
Hey!
As coach's fans are trying to get his attention up here. So the defense much improved. The mistakes cut way down for these Lady Coyotes in game 2, and the result is a 0-0 game. Look up that scoreboard, Coach, and what do you see?
Donuts, nothing but zeros.
Nothing but zeros all the way across. 3 innings worth of no runs. Obviously, we haven't started this inning yet, so zeros across the top, zeros at the end.
That's correct.
And some people would say that's why baseball and softball are boring, but not me. Not
oh,
me.
I love the game, man. I love the game.
I mean, I can love a 1-0 softball game. Same as a home run fest. I got to do some home run calls, though, in my last game I did for the
boys.
For the boys, yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
had
had
3 home runs.
3, yeah.
And 2 of them were first ever home runs for our Coyote baseballers, so that was fun.
So bring it up to the plate now for Cave Girls is going to be Mariah Torres facing Victoria Sandoval. And let's see what we have here as Sandoval delivers, and that's going to be a curveball away. Wow.
Small strike zone, Coach.
Well, it was close.
Small batter, I mean.
Well, I'm just saying that river, you got to give that river little times, but there it is. And there's a shot to shortstop, 6-3 it is, and that's going to be the first out for the Lady Coyotes. And that was going to be to Mariah.
Yeah, Sarai scooping that one up and making the throw. Well done over to Sanchez.
And now up, Coach, is we're going to have,
It's Jonna, isn't it?
yeah, It's going to be John Aragon. And there's another. Oh, you love that as a pitcher, right? One pitch,
boy.
1 out. 5-3 for the second out. Now brings up Grace Aragon.
Yeah, Tori's been pretty efficient, Coach. 41 pitches through 3 2/3.
Well, let's knock on wood so we can make sure that continues, Coach.
Was calling a Goddard game the other day, and a girl from Lovington threw 132 pitches.
Really?
I kept saying she's going to have to come out. She's going to have to
Was
come
that
out.
the
They
Vega
never
kid?
did. It was
Number one?
Vega.
Yes. And she does a good job. And I'll tell you over there, those girls over there in Lovington really play hard. I'm really impressed with their squad.
Yeah, they won. They swept Goddard.
And there's a curveball to Aragon.
Yeah, nice looking pitch there.
And let's see if Victoria Sandoval will continue with the curveball or try the change or maybe the screw. But I think we're going to go with the curveball. And that's exactly what it is. And there's the strikeout for Aragon as Sandoval goes 1, 2, 3.
And that means no runs, no hits, no errors on 6 pitches.
6 pitches, that inning. That's
6
nice.
pitch inning.
That's nice.
Roz will bring up Aragon, Lucero, and Leah Sanchez for inning number 4, the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, that Lovington team, Coach, Steve, McCraw over there and Rose over there, they do a good job. And, it's always nice to have, competitive squads. And I know when they come down here, well, again, it's been COVID year. It's been my first year out coaching, but it's always been competitive. I love the competitiveness. And Coach, I don't even mind, and this is just me talking, an opinion again, I don't even mind the fact where you can have some words exchanged, because at the end result, hey, you know what, everybody, when you're playing their enemies, at the end result, you shake hands. And that's what I see in that Lovington team. They're really pretty good. And Roswell High had that chance to sweep them. And so, lucky enough, they did split, but McCraw and Rose, they do a good job over there. So if you're listening, congrats, and wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, it's a good squad, and that little Vega, she's not very big, but she can pitch that ball.
Well, she's going to a small Division I school somewhere, I heard. So she keeps the ball down real low, and I want to really see them play Artesia. That might be a good contest as well.
See, those 2 pitchers duel it out, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So Aragon is going to be up to bat now for the Lady Coyotes as she got a hit to the left side on her first square in the second inning. And Schoolcraft is pitching for the Lady Cave Girls. There's the pitch, and that's going to be ball 1.
Ball 2.
I beg your pardon. Stand corrected, ball 2.
Ahead, that's what you want to do, get ahead. Put some pressure on that girl in the circle.
Aragon, man, I can't believe she's a senior already. She's really a pretty good kid, and not really. I'm not saying she's a bad kid, but she's really a good kid. Is my point, and just loved having her around, and I hope she has that opportunity to play somewhere next year, and she doesn't. I know she will be going to school sometime to pursue a career, and I thought it was nursing for something, but anyway, nonetheless, she comes from a good family, and wish her the best of luck as well. So here comes Schoolcraft. She delivers, and Aragon, whew, what a shot, foul. Mario, how are you, brother? Good.
Let's go, Haven. One good pitch, girl.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Aragon. Catching up with some old friends from Carlsbad. And that's going to be ball number 4, and Aragon draws the base on balls.
And that's where you lead off an inning, especially in a 0-0 game.
Absolutely.
Let's see what the youngster Lucero can do as she checks what that sign means on her wristband.
Well, I can tell you what it means. It better mean bunt.
Well, Coach.
I can tell you, even if it's not a will, we better sacrifice the runner to second base and let's get that bunt down. And that's exactly what it is, but you have to pull back, babe.
Well,
Well, and fortunately enough, she pulled it back, but we have to get that down. So it's going to be 1 ball to Lucero, as she will attempt to bunt, and hopefully it is let the ball come to the bat and sacrifice. And for one thing, the base runner's going to have to make sure is the ball's on the ground before we advance.
pulled it back again, I think.
And pulled it back again, so it's going to be 2 balls, no strikes.
That's good work there by Jasmine.
And the thing that, okay, especially with two balls right now, Coach, Schoolcraft is kind of, not that she's struggling, but she might try to go down because of the bunt or maybe a rise. But we're going to have to make sure the ball's down on the ball on the ground before we advance and read the down angle. An excellent sacrifice bunt. The wheel's not on, but we will sacrifice, and backdoor it is, and she's going to be safe. And Lucero does her job. With the sacrifice bunt. Now is going to bring up Leah Sanchez. And Coach, you know what? I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we have a bunt on here too. Runners in scoring position, but then you know what? Right now, Sanchez right now is struck out in the first frame, but going back to the last game, she was over.
Right.
And so kind of struggling a bit at the plate. So I would try to, if the opportunity's there, maybe put one down.
Hey, that's a nice pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike now.
So, Coach, let me ask you this.
Talk to me.
We've been talking about bunting a lot here and sacrificing over it. Does the individual player's ability to bunt or skill at bunting, does that come into play?
Absolutely does. And absolutely. And, you know, that's a fantastic question because, you know what, you might be in a 7-hole hitter or an 8-hole hitter and you might not be able to do that. I mean, so it is your ability to do that. But here's what comes in play, Coach.
There you go, Haven.
So you have 4 straight pitches right there and you strike out. And the ability is, if you can't hit the ball, and let me rephrase that. If you're struggling at the plate, then we have to try to make an adjustment. And so that's why you have the practices to kind of, you know, go over that stuff and you go over situational hitting. But now it's 2 outs. You still have a runner at second base when you have that opportunity to advance somebody.
Hey, that's a pretty pitch. Haven, stay.
But yeah, Coach, you're exactly right. I mean, you might have a 4-hole hitter or 5-hole hitter that
Never been asked
couldn't
to
hit
bunt in their
water.
life.
I mean, I mean, probably couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. And I'm not talking either team. I'm just using a different analogy, but could probably be the best bunter in America. You know what I mean? Or a 9-hole hitter. So, but now we have the runner stranded at second base with 2 outs, and it brings up the 8th grader in Tarin, and she's batting from the left side here. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Shoecraft goes outside in the screwball, and she does. And that's going to be a strikeout looking. So
That's the way to go, girl. We need some sticks. Let's go.
So the Lady Coyotes get no runs, no hits, no errors on 16 pitches. Carlsbad will bring up the pitcher Schoolcraft to lead things off in the 5th, followed by Witzel and Loera. Still nothing but donuts up there. There are a baker's dozen donuts on the scoreboard. We are nothing. Headed to the 5th inning. Lady Coyotes dropped game 1 9-1, but their defense much better, decision making better, and hitting unfortunately has been about the same against this tough Carlsbad pitching. So if they can keep up the defense and keep the game close, stay in it, they can pull off an upset here. But it starts with defense, and Tori Sandoval has been extremely efficient so far through 4 innings. So we'll see if she can continue that and give her team a chance at the victory.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0's all over, Coach.
Baker's doesn't.
So it looks like here that we're going to have Schoolcraft coming up to bat here. And it looks like that's going to be the 7-hole, 8, 9. So, yes, Schoolcraft is the hitter. And the wind's kind of blowing again northwest in that direction.
Yeah, kind of blowing across the field. It'd help you out a little in left. Wouldn't help you out much in right, I don't think.
So here we go. Schoolcraft facing Victoria Sandoval. And there's the drop ball for a ball, number 1. John Tiger in his 49th year, as he told me earlier. Get the backhand, get rid of it. And now the runner's going to advance because it goes into the dugout. And we're going to have an error on.
Go.
Yeah, it's got to go down as E6 if nothing else on the throw.
On the throw, Coach, you're right.
Kirsten.
So that was Schoolcraft, and we're in the 5th inning here, so E6 advances to 2nd.
Turn that hip and drive it. Let's go.
And now it's going to bring up Aislinn Witzel.
All right, girl.
Witzel batting from the right side. And Coach, right here, I mean, you're in the top half, the latter part of the innings. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if John would probably do some sacrifice bunting to get the ball rolling here. And I meant Coach Tiger there. You know, he was telling me he was in his 49th year, and I told him he's lying. He's probably in his 89th year.
Of living or coaching?
Well, whatever it is, but he's still there. And count is 1-1 now to Witzel. And now there's going to be a fly ball, and you got to get there, and that out is, excuse me, the out. The ball is caught in left field for the out.
Yeah, nicely done out there.
Yeah, it really was.
Hey, you got to be quick. You got to be fast, girl.
Now brings up Madison Luera.
Kirsten, be fast.
Yeah, he did a good job of getting under that ball. I'm not sure if that ball drops fair or foul.
Well, that's Lucero on the left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So Luera hit to second base last time in that direction. They went 4-3 for the third out in that first frame in the 2nd inning. Now it's going to be 1-0 as Luera faces Victoria Sandoval. Sandoval will deliver. And she pitched how many innings in the first game? And she came in relief, probably three.
Three, yeah.
Allowing one run, I believe is what you said, in those 3 innings.
1 earned, yeah.
So we got to finish the pitch here as she goes 3-0.
Yeah, first base open, not a terrible thing. A walk isn't the worst outcome here.
No, you're right, and you're exactly right. So you have a base open, and you have the number 9 hole hitter coming up.
Hey, let's go.
Excuse me, the leadoff. So we have to be careful. You have to know you have 1 out. But I wouldn't be a bit, shocked if they put her on.
Yeah, I mean, no need to give her something meaty to hit.
Hey, let's move them. Let's go,
Okay,
Faye.
so Coach, right here we have runners at first and second. You have Madison, and then you have
Kirsten, you be fast. Let's go.
Witzel as well. So you have good speed on there with 1 out. You must be in double play depth, is my opinion. And again, Coach, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. And you have a good stick in Faith Aragon. But
drive it, girl.
you have to be real careful
Right
here.
over first base, down the line. Let's go.
One of the things I would start doing right now is getting a pitcher warmed up and trying to change the speed. But I would definitely start getting somebody loose, as she has done her job for 4 complete for sure. And there's a strike on the screwball for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second base in Witzel and Luera.
And who would the next pitcher be, though? I mean,
Well-
Espinosa maybe, and
Well,
she's catching.
you're exactly right, Coach. I would cut with the speed difference. I would definitely come back with her, and then maybe even back with Sandoval if possible. So here we go. There's the pitch. And that's going to be in foul territory. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out now.
Hey,
And if we can get her, and another thing we need to do is we need to really start utilizing that changeup as much as we can right now. I mean, do something with the change of speed is what we're doing. Because now they're catching up to.
Fast, Kay.
Well, like I said, she got a good change, so.
Yep.
Let's go, girl.
And there's a double play depth. There's one. And.
Not in time.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about with DP depth. You go 4 to 6 for the second out. And that was nicely done, but they're going to have Faith Aragon with much speed. He's going to be on first base. So you have 2 outs now with the force out going 4 to 6, excuse me, for the second out. Now we have runners in first and third base. We're going to have a first and third situation now. That's going to bring up now Hannah Martinez as she goes 1 to 3 and 4 to 2.
And look over at first, but don't make the throw on ball 1, first offering.
So she grounded out to the pitcher and then flew out to second base. And so, and here's the thing, we got to be real smart about this. You might have to have a 4 call, but if she gets off base a little bit right here, I wouldn't mind even throwing her first base, but we're going to have to be real critical, I shouldn't say critical, real, watch that hand, baby. You're going to have to be real skilled, is what I'm trying to say, is making sure you have something on. I think what's going to end up happening here, if they go a straight still, I still think that the shortstop will come up a little bit to cut the run off and deliver, because you do have a little bit of speed at third base. But that throw is going to have to be right on.
This ball, you got to be fast. Let's go.
This could be an important hit, right? I mean, important batter right here, because you will be facing Jessica Monroe next. Oh, and misses up high.
Yeah.
Brings up 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs.
That's not a bad pitch at all, 1-1 though. That was close.
Sandoval delivers, and strike number 2 as she looked like it might have been a possible screwball inside.
Hey, you're moving. Let's go.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We have anti-deuces here, and I'm going to be a bit surprised if we go inside rise ball. And that's exactly what she does. And Sandoval, excuse me, it's going to be called off as Rocky Gonzalez calls Sandoval off for the 3rd out. Nicely done, and we still have donuts across the board.
Yeah, that's, you know, Sandoval's pitched out of 3 jams in what is it, 5 innings. So that's pretty good work there. No runs, no hits, 1 error on 20 pitches. But her pitch count's still only at 63. She's got plenty left in the tank, even after pitching 3 innings in the first game, I think. So that's going to bring up, it's going to bring up Schoolcraft again. Seems like she just let off an inning, but
yeah.
Good one here in game number 2, Coach.
Yeah, really nice. Coach, and as I mentioned, I know Tori's pitched pretty well thus far, but I would go ahead and just be safe, get somebody else getting ready to loosen up. TJ maybe a little bit, but I don't know. I'm just saying in general, we got to try to do something here a little bit. But no, she's been pitching well.
Well, she's been efficient, Coach. I mean,
absolutely.
And she's been solid pitching out of jams. You know, she really hasn't gotten in much.
It's actually 8 innings of jams if you think first game.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So right here in this 5th inning now, score 0-0. Lady Cows versus Lady Carlsbad Cave Girls. Lead off is TJ Espinosa. But no, you're exactly right. There's the bunt, and again, as I mentioned, safe.
And there it is.
She's safe.
Yeah, drop the ball.
So it's going to be E3, and that's what you need. So we need the sacrifice now.
Hey, way to go, John.
So error, as you said, E3 as Aragon comes up, makes the throw to Torres.
Go. Hey, be ready. Quick tack, Grace.
Yeah, now you might try the wheel. And there it is. And there's the bunt, and that's exactly what you have to do. So Grajeda gets a sacrifice bunt, advancing to Espinosa. And now you have Morales, which is 0 for 2 right now. And I would, first at bat, Cade, and it goes 5 to 3. We go back to the bunt again, Coach.
Sure.
Latter part of innings, bottom 5. Get the bunt down. Now let's see if Morales gets, I'm anticipating, if she gets a bunt down.
And she pops up to the catcher instead.
So F2 for the first out, second out.
Second out, we just sacrificed. So. And that will bring up Tori Sandoval. With the runner at second, she's going to hit the ball, line drive to first to end the inning. So that will do it.
Okay, girl.
As Sandoval lines out to Torres
Deep, let's go, girl.
to end things. No runs, no hits, 1 error, just 4 pitches for Schoolcraft. And Carlsbad will bring up Monroe, Torres, and John Aragon for the top of the 6th. So still no score in this one. You can look at some of the stats so far. So looking at the Lady Coyotes, Lady Coyotes have 4 hits in the game. The Victoria Sandoval is currently 1 hitting Carlsbad, so it may be whoever scores first wins the game, Coach.
Well, a lot of ball to be played here. You're barely in the top of the 6th inning, and this is where, you know, Coach, these late practices you come in here, and this is what you do is, you know, during the season, I'm not so much necessarily on the weight room, but this is where you have to finish, Coach. And this is where the experience comes in, and you're going to have to see what you can do. Defense is very critical right here. You are crucial.
Well,
you're going to have to get over here, and you're going to have to actually play your game and be air-free.
Yeah, I mean, just like a hit, a timely hit could win the game, so could a timely error.
So, Coach, I have Schoolcraft coming back up. Is that correct?
No. I misspoke earlier. I have Monroe coming up.
Yeah, Jessica Monroe.
Yeah.
Jessica Monroe is now going to be up for the Carlsbad Cave Girls. Her first at bat, she hit to the shortstop and then flew out to second base. And now, in her 3rd frame, let's see what she does against Sandoval. So it's going to be 0-1 now, as Monroe will hit the inside pitch as best as anybody I can see, Coach. She does a really good job, so I would try to make half if all possible. Yeah, that's exactly right. So, I mean, she's been effective, but we need a little bit of a change of speed here in this 6th inning. I would utilize that changeup as much as we possibly can right now, and then come back maybe with some rises, but let's see what Sandoval does in this frame.
Ooh.
And there's a shot, and that ball is going to be caught. So it was deep to left field, and it's going to be F-7 for the first out. Mariah Torres is coming up for the Cave Girls.
And Lucero with another good play and left in or at near or at foul territory, I should
Right.
say.
And there's the change where we're talking about, and that's what we need to do. We have to do. I can't talk, Coach. I need some Gatorade here. That's going to be, they're going to say that's up and inside. But in the first frame for Torres, she flew up to the pitcher and then hit a ground ball to the shortstop.
Let's go drive it, girl.
So 2-0 now to the count, and here comes Sandoval once again, and there's a shot to the center field, and that's going to be caught for the second out. F8 for the second out. Now it's going to bring up Jonna Aragon, and Aragon thus far has had a base hit in between shortstop and third base. I call that the 6-7 hole, and then she also hit ground ball to third base. So we're going to have to be, and one thing with Jonna, she will hit, and we have to be real careful, and that one is going to be popped up to center field, and there it is for the third out. So good job by the Roswell Lady Coyotes and Victoria Sandoval, as she has been effective there.
Yeah, another super efficient inning. Coach, no runs, no hits, no errors, just 7 pitches. She's up just barely over 70 pitches, and hopefully just 1 inning to go. Defensively, Roswell will come up with Rocky Gonzalez, Izzy Aragon, and Jasmine Lucero for the bottom of the 6th inning. Looking for the upset here of the highly ranked and highly thought of Cave Girl softball team. After dropping game 1 9-1, the Lady Coyotes and Victoria Sandoval have shut down this high-powered offense through 6 innings. Sandoval with just 71 pitches and giving up only 1 hit through 6.
Well, and what a ball game it has been, Coach. Schoolcraft, Sandoval, and I didn't get to hear your statistics, but I'm sure that I'll be interested to hear at the very end.
Well, it's just basically talking about how this defense and Tori have shut down these Cave Girls in game 2. It's been impressive.
Well, Coach, what I'm smelling right here, I'm a long John Silver fan, and it smells great.
See, and I think that's Sonic.
Okay, I'm just hungry, Coach. So, hey, Gonzalez is up to bat now, and here goes Gonzalez as she swings and misses on the first pitch. Raquel actually grounded out to third base on the first square, flew out to left side to left field on the second square, and now she's here in the third at bat. So she's 0 for 2, and now here comes Rocky Gonzalez facing Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft delivers, and it's going to be ball number 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Schoolcraft up, her pitch count, she's gotten much more efficient as the game has progressed, and she's right there in the low 70s with Sandoval. So definitely a pitching duel to this point.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
And that's going to be ball 2 outside.
So here we go, latter part of the innings here. We're in the bottom half of the 6th. Am I seeing that correctly, Coach?
That's correct.
And so Rocky Gonzalez goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. And you know what? I can't sit down right now, Coach.
I can't either, except I'm tired, Coach.
That's nice to see. And like I said, right now, these Carlsbad Cave Girls, they're ranked number 3 in the state, approximately, is what we thought we saw. And these Cave Girls are really doing a good job, but so are these Roswell Lady Coyotes right this minute.
Yeah, they are. And it's going to bring up Izzy Aragon in the 6th hole. She's 1 for 1 in the game. She singled to the left fielder, line drive.
And again, I'm sure they're going to try to throw everybody outside because of their stance, but I would try to close that stance up a little bit more and get closer to the plate. And you really want to try to either draw that walk or get hit by a pitch. You need base runners at this point.
Right, just figure out a way to get on base, whether it's working the count down or staying in there on an inside pitch, whatever it takes.
Well, and if you can get on and you can score right now and you hold them in the 7th, you win this ballgame.
Right. I mean, you can manufacture a run right here, and you're 3 outs away from a big upset.
So 0-2 is the count to Maria Aragon. And the wind is blowing north-northwest, and there's a foul ball out of play on the right side. And I just, I started thinking about Vin Scully for a minute, Coach. I'm really want one of those Dodger dogs, man.
Vin Scully. did it great into his 80s.
He was one of the best.
And a voice that is just instantly recognized.
Absolutely. And that's, how do they say it? This is a Dodger Blue. You know, what I recognize on him is, you know, one of the commercials is what, Coach? You have Dodger Blue, you have the Dodger Dog, and you have Farmers. No, what was the sausage that he used to say?
Oh, yeah. Farmer John.
Farmer John, there you go. So Shoecraft strikes out Aragon
Way to go, Haven.
on the second out. Now brings up Lucero, the number 7 hole hitter. and here's the thing, here too, Coach. I mean, it'll be real nice. It'll be real nice if we can get on and score this right here. Scoring this bottom half of the 6th inning, holding in the 7th, we win. But then also, if you look at this, it depends on this at bat right here. But you have the number 891 coming up. You might want to think about pinch hitting possibly. Oh, there's an error.
Yeah, sure.
There's an error on the third baseman. And now, okay, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to pinch hit. And Clarice Bonda will come in. Bottom of the 6th, and so that is played correctly. And so anyway, I'm talking about the 8-9 hole, and whatever happens, you have the top of the lineup coming up, Coach.
Sure.
And Clarice, you saw the home run. I didn't get that opportunity to, but
Yeah, and I wasn't sure it was going to get out, and it was the first home run call I got to make on the season, so I'll admit, I wasn't too excited because it kind of surprised me for one thing, but it did go out to the gap in left center.
yeah.
And just sailed on a nasty day weather-wise.
That's what I hear. I
Oh,
recall
man.
that.
Whew.
A lot of thunder. They thought about even canceling back then, didn't they?
They did. Had rain, you had wind, you had thunder and lightning. It was
So 1 ball, no strikes. Make it 2 balls, no strikes to Clarice Bonda. And we have a runner at first on the error from Aragon for the Lady Cave Girls as Lucero's on first base. We have to get up on the plate a little bit is what I'm recognizing here. We have the open stances. I'm not terribly big on that just yet. So it's going to be an inside fastball. Strike number 1, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And I'm okay with an open stance. If you go into a modified situation with 2 strikes and we pull back, that might be a little different. But let's see what happens here with the at-bat from Bonda. Bonda goes strike 2, and we're not here. We're here.
Hey, Haven, 1 good pitch, Haven. Live right there, girl.
Okay, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Now we're in, deuces. Deuces wild here. And let's see if we can close the stance up here. And let's get a base hit, go back to back here. And that's a lot better swing. And that ball goes foul.
yeah, just a little late on it, I think.
Right.
Over the outside. But a good opportunity for Bonda here to
Well,
another one off.
And here's this right here. Got to go ahead and stay strong with that power triangle there, Coach, and see what we can do to just shorten up the swing, go into a modified position, and let's see what we can do to go back to back, and let's see, brings up Tarin potentially. Not bad as Bonda Vasquez continues to battle.
Yeah, good at bat here for the young kid.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. And these are kind of the contests you want to be in right here. This is what makes you better, and this is what separates. Hey, another good at bat there. Another good swing, another good at bat. These kind of games get you better right here, Coach.
Absolutely. Schoolcraft will deliver her 90th pitch here.
90, huh?
90.
And Bonda continues to battle. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Score is 0-0. Bottom 6, Lady Coyotes versus Lady Cave Girls. And let's see what we can get right here. So we have anti-deuces. Excuse me, deuces wild. And we're going to load them and pop them right here. And it worked, so it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base in Lucero. And exactly what we're going to be doing here on the pitch, we have to be moving. So you on a base hit, there's potential to be going to third base. And Bonda continues to battle up here. And
What
probably
a good at bat.
10, 11 pitches here. The runner will be in motion with full count here. And another great at-bat for Bonda. But the runner has to go in motion.
That's got to be the 12th or 13th pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah, that's nice to see. Keep it
Yet
going.
Another.
Yeah, that's a lot of pitches here to Bonda here. 2 balls. Excuse me, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And what a great at-bat by Bonda as she draws a walk. And now we have runners at first and second base. And now it's going to bring up the puppy. It's going to be Darin, the 8th grader. And the fans are starting to get on their feet in this contest. And they're going to call that strike outside. Get a secondary lead at second. You have to get a scoring lead. You have to get a scoring lead to have a chance. And one of the things is this. You have to get in that secondary offense or defensive position, coach, for us to have a chance to score on a base hit. Now, here's the thing that I'm talking about. Base hit, latter part of the innings, you have to score. You're going. And that's going to be in foul territory, so it's going to be strike number 2. Going to have to get a secondary lead. We have to be short at first base. Runners at first and base. Bonda drew the walk along with Lucero, and now it's the lefty, Darin. So that's going to be, that's going to be close.
Yeah, just missed. Just missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Outside.
So everything's
Now, come on.
deuces again.
For real? No, that's 3 already. Let's go.
Get up on the plate.
All right, Hagen, you got to work extra. Let's go.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Score 0-0. Lady Kyles, Lady Cave Girls. Deuces, load them. And that's going to be a strikeout with 2 runners on. But coach, we'll let that.
Only so many times they can do that.
We'll let the 14-year-old slide on that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's go, Cave Girls.
So the Cave Girls get no run, or the Coyotes, sorry, Lady Coyotes get no runs, no hits, 1 error, 31 pitches for Schoolcraft, most of them in that 1 at bat. And Carlsbad will bring up Aragon. Grace Aragon, I should say, Schoolcraft, and Witzel for the top of the 7th. As we go to what may not be the top of the last.
Yeah, coach, it's donuts time, and you know what? We might have to have a little coffee during this game here because it's just, it's just all donuts.
Let me text Gene, see if he pays overtime.
Oh, man, what a ball game here. And so right now we're going to have hitting for the Carlsbad Cave Girls. And let me see if I'm not mistaken here, Coach. It's going to be Aragon, Schoolcraft, and Witzel. And, man, we just got to continue playing like we're playing here in this second game here. And what a game that Victoria Sandoval has pitched thus far.
Well, it has been a great 6 innings for Sandoval. Only 71 pitches, you know, only averaging about, I don't know, 12 pitches an inning, and that's excellent. Only 30 balls, 41 strikes, just the 1 hit, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Has stranded 5 and the 1 wild pitch, and that's the line on Tori thus far. Let's see if she got another inning in her. So shouldn't be too fatigued. Like I said, even with the 3 innings in the previous game.
So Aragon is the hitter for Carlsbad, and the curveball is off the plate there. So right now we have to work on defensively, mechanics right here, Coach. Go back to basics. Defense needs to come up, glove in front, creep a little bit, and let's see what Sandoval delivers here, as that's going to be up. Two balls, no strikes to Aragon.
Go, Tori.
There's the second hit of the game, and that's
Oh,
going all
take
the
an
way
angle
to the
in the
fence.
outfield. You got to take an angle in the outfield. Don't go directly to it. But nonetheless, it is a base hit for Aragon.
Hey, that's your RBIs right there, Haven. Let's go get them.
And Coach, I wouldn't be a bit surprised at all. I mean, I know that Haven Schoolcraft has a lot of power, and this is what you were talking about earlier.
Go get that
She
RBI
can
right
hit.
there, girl.
There's no outs. Will you probably bunt with her? Here's the situation. With her, probably not, but are you going to play the odds?
Right. And that's, you know, those tough decisions that coaches have to make every day. Many times a game.
And there's the curveball for a strike.
Schoolcraft is 0 for 2 in this game.
And there's the changeup as we talked about.
And Morales able to hold the runner and snag the ball, keep it from going to the outfield. Not a bad play there.
No, it really wasn't a bad play, Coach. I think that was all you can do right there.
Yeah, that's just an infield single. I mean, that's all
Be a big hitter. Let's go.
all she could do,
Catch
and
it. Be fast.
you know, didn't try to do too much.
And I think there's going to be a pinch hitter coming up here
Hey, Mara, you got some RBIs right there. We need them. Let's go.
For
Go
Witzel.
get 'em.
for Witzel. But here's the thing, if we can start utilizing that changeup as we can, Coach, and then get a pop-up for an infield fly rule. And one of the things that, especially here in the top of the 7th, what we're going to have to do, if there's an outfield that, if there's a ball hit into the outfield, defensively, you're going to have to make those adjustments and cover and back up certain situations here because a base hit scores, and so we're going to have to see what's going to happen right here.
There's, the batter, I believe, is Mara Flores.
Okay. Yeah, and you're exactly funnel in, double play depth, and right now that's what you need. So Sandoval delivers, and there's going to be the strike as she offered.
Yeah, it's a nice pitch right there. Had fooled her completely, I think.
Right, be smart.
So strike number 1 to Flores.
Tater tots, coach. It's tater tots.
Yes, sir. Sounds good with some cheese. And there's another hit, and that's going to be 5 unassisted. So good job by Rocky Gonzalez. So Flores
Kirsten, you gotta be
hits
fast.
5 unassisted for the first out. And now, as we talked about now, Coach, we still have an opportunity for an infield fly rule. And now I think we're a little too deep in the right side personally,
Hey,
but
be
that's me.
fast.
Especially when you have here, and she went 4-3 and then 4-6, so she's hit to the right side.
You gotta be
She's
going,
too
girl.
deep out there on the right side.
All the way at the warning track. So lots of things can happen in this situation, as you said, with 2 on, only 1 out.
Crash the corners because here's the bunt. There's a bunt situation possibly.
Ball one up high from Sandoval. Sandoval's up to 79 pitches now.
Top of the 7th, score 0-0, Lady Coyotes, Lady Cave Girls. Kyra back up third base, and there's 2 outs now. So that's going to be, I'm sorry, that was Luetta. After 8, second out. Now it's going to bring up Faith Aragon. Aragon has gone what, Coach?
She's gone 0 for 1. She walked and then grounded into a fielder's choice.
So here goes Sandoval to Aragon.
Go, kids, go! Go!
Ah, you have to lay out.
And that will score the game's first run.
No.
Hey,
So the single past the second baseman between first and second. And then the throwing error allows the runners to advance.
Well, we had to hit that cutoff. Now the runner advances from first to second. Now
Right.
you have 2 runners in scoring position with Hannah Martinez.
Yeah, baby, go! Ah!
So the score is 1-0, and you have to lay out. So at the 1-0 now, as the score is 1-0, and Coach McDonald will have you some stats here in just a second, or not, I shouldn't say stats, but this frame.
Right, so in the top of the 7th, the Carlsbad Lady Cave Girls. I guess it's just Cave Girls, right? Not Lady Cave Girls. The Cave Girls get 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error on another efficient inning, just 11 pitches. Roswell will attempt to tie the game or take the lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Roswell will bring up Espinosa, Grajeda, and Morales.
Hey, Bill.
Where's that coming from?
Is that upstairs,
yeah,
I think?
Yeah, I'll tell him.
No. Who scored on that one?
Hey, move yourself.
It was, okay.
Squeeze the ball!
Okay, so here we go. Bottom half of the 7th inning now. It's going to bring up top of the lineup in
Makes
Espinosa.
your hut! Huh!
And Espinosa.
Woo!
Is that them?
Grace, way to go, girl!
It's a field mic? Oh, okay. So Espinosa goes out, and on the 1 pitch is going to be 1.
What was the play?
6-3, Coach.
Thank you.
Now it brings up Grajeda. Grajeda gets a base hit, and that's going to be in the gap. Could be a double. Get there. And she's on with the double as Grajeda gets there.
Yeah, nice bit of base running. She did hesitate slightly,
Right,
and
girls,
it
you
almost
gotta
cost
tighten
her.
up right now.
But
Let's
she
go.
does manage to cruise into second base, and the tying run now on second with 1 gone. And it will be
Tighten up, everybody. Let's
the
go.
freshman, Sarai Morales, shortstop, who is 0 for 3 on the game. Struck out swinging, grounded
Hurry
out, and
up,
popped
you
out
ready,
to
you're
the
hot.
catcher.
That's exactly right. Hey, you got to run it. Oh,
Oh, boy.
if they let that in, there
Yeah.
it curls.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that ball might have gone fair. Instead, it's just a strike on the foul ball. And no harm in letting it roll. I don't know why you scoop it up so quick like
Yep.
that.
So here we go. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second base. Freeze on the line drive.
And I'll tell you what, that's a, you know, she hit it hard.
Way to hustle, Jesse!
Line drive, exactly what you want. Just a little too
Tighten
close to the
up.
center fielder.
So let's see what we can do
Hang
here
on,
with
Morel.
Victoria Sandoval coming up to the plate. See if she can help herself in the circle, as she has pitched one heck
Go,
of a ball game
Cat
here
Girls!
against the number 3 team in the state. And here comes Schoolcraft to Sandoval.
Huh.
Get your hands through there. So Schoolcraft, Sandoval.
Run it down
We'll see what we
low.
get done here. Bye, babe. See you later. So Sandoval is the hitter, and facing Schoolcraft. And here we go. Sandoval swings, and it's going to be fouled off for ball. No,
Hey, one good pitch. Hey,
no
man,
balls, 2
go,
strikes,
go.
2 outs. Let's see if she can modify here. Base hit will score to tie it up. She does have the ability to hit it out of the park, but we're just looking for a base hit right now.
Yeah, we just need that tying run to come across. Let's not
One
get
good
greedy.
pitch. Hey, man.
Go, Tori.
Yeah,
Baby.
Called out on the
Call,
outside
boo.
corner.
called on the 3rd strike. The Roswell Lady Coyotes lose this ball game in the
Jesse, better
7th
run that
7
down,
innings,
girl.
1-0. And I'm very interested to hear your statistics this evening, Coach.
All right. Well, let's
Jesse.
get to that. All right. So in the 1-0 ball game, the Lady Coyotes managed 5 hits, 4 singles and a double in the game, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts. And trying to see left on base, but that's not in those stats. So we'll move on to Carlsbad. Carlsbad, just 4 hits in the game, 2 singles, 2 doubles, 1 RBI, 1 run, 3 walks, just the 1 strikeout. That's impressive there.
And that's for Carlsbad.
And that's for Carlsbad. So the pitching duel, both pitchers went the distance. Both pitchers went 7 innings.
Yo, P, what you gonna do?
That's our field
What's
mic
up,
there,
P?
folks.
What's up, P? How are you?
All right, we may not get to the stats here.
Hey, what's gonna do, P? P. Hey, P. P, come here.
That
Hey,
was it. That
P,
was it.
you did a very good job today. What do you think about Kiki? How did she do today?
That's the one.
This one?
I'm good.
You still got me?
Yeah.
What do you think about Kiki? How did
Got
she
me?
do today?
Oh, no, you just turned it off, so I can't hear it.
Okay, that's a wrap. Bye.
All right, maybe
Okay, there we go.
maybe we can get to the stats now.
All right.
Yeah, get me
here.
back up.
All
All right. Okay, so we'll start with Schoolcraft, who pitched 7 innings, faced 31 batters, 108 pitches, 29 of those balls, 79 of those were strikes, 5 hits, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts for Schoolcraft with the 1-0 victory. And again, going the distance also was Victoria Sandoval, 7 innings, 29 batters faced, 82 total pitches, 33 balls, 49 strikes, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and 7 left on base.
Wow.
And Schoolcraft left 10 on base. I didn't get to that one. So there you have it.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what a ball game this has been today in the second half for sure. The Lady Coyotes fall in the doubleheader against the Lady Cave Girls. They will resume play on Saturday against Hobbs. That game will start at 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock, both JV and varsity. And ladies and gentlemen, just, what a great contest. And Kelly, I appreciate you coming out here. It's always a pleasure to call a game with you. And, of course, my partner over here as well, too, Mr. Santos Franco, does a phenomenal job. We're always in the ball game. And just safe travels back to Carlsbad, and we'll be back here on Saturday. And
You will, partner. I
Oh, that's
enjoyed it,
right.
but I can't help
You're
you out
gone.
Saturday. I'll be
All right.
with the baseball team.
that's
and,
right. I forgot about
so-
that. But I'll be here. We'll be on KSVBTV.com, so we'll be right back here in a couple of days. Graduation tomorrow. And whatever you do, just be smart when you travel. Be smart after graduation. We don't want no problems. We don't need any problems. Just do what you're supposed to do, and we'll see you on Saturday. And in closing, ladies and gentlemen, as I say, it's always great to be a Coyote. Safe travels. Good night.